5.8 Natural images are etalon-carriers for a human. What does this mean? And how are images of a human program or a manipulation mode considered through natural analogues? During their time, many inquisitive minds explored similarities and differences between humans and animals, and have not managed to find the cornerstone that allows to confidently state anything specific about this. In the end, they resorted to concepts of soul and spirit, which, in their view, distinguish a human from an animal. However, for representatives of non-traditional psychoanalysis, these conclusions seem either too premature and unconvincing, or, for example, in regard to spirit, frankly erroneous. Fundamental research in the field of human psychophysiology, carried out by the author of Discovery of the Catalogue of Human Population, Andrey Davydov and his colleagues, showed that an image is an ancient formula expressed by a natural bioform. Natural images are etalon-carriers as examples of specific qualities present in a certain physical form, and their functionality can be translated onto functionality of human psychophysiology. Human psyche as a whole is like a peculiar conglomerate consisting of separate assimilated forms and has the same diapason of actions as a natural analog or a part of an analog. It would be overhastily to assign only the role of food, incidental material, etc. to animals and plants, since the development of civilization has a vector directed to consideration of various bioforms as concomitant, without their consumption by a human. Since Andrey Davydov discovered that human psychophysiology has natural analogues, it was necessary to solve the problem of translation of these analogues onto purely human characteristics, character properties, life algorithms, and so on. This problem was successfully solved, and the evidence of this is veracity and exactness of psychological descriptions of human subtypes' life activities, as a result of decryption of Shanhaijing, which are created for the Catalogue of Human Population. How are images considered through natural analogues? We think that this will be clearer through an example. Therefore, for example, to determine what psychophysiological qualities are inherent in a woman, if one of the images of her individual program is a horse, it is necessary to study natural properties of this image. A horse, lat. Equus, is an odd-toed ungulate animal, weighs up to 300 kilograms. It is polygamous, herbivorous. It lives on the plains, gallops with a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour, etc. This information is then transferred onto a person on 6 factors, and as a result, we find out the following. This woman thinks clearly and expresses her thoughts directly. Since horses have a strict hierarchy of females, she is a pronounced leader. By nature, she has an athletic body, and, as a rule, it is well trained, or looks like it is even if she does not train on purpose. She has a moderate layer of fat. She has a tendency to run, and she is not a sprinter, but a stayer. She is inclined to have a variety of sexual partners, but at the same time, she is a very jealous person. Emotionally, she is hot-tempered. She expresses her emotions openly and unashamedly. She is not a good homemaker at all. Her home will be about as clean as a horse stall. And so on. However, this is only an example, and we demonstrated only a very small part of what just one image of a person's program can uncover about a human as a carrier of a certain program. Since a human is not an animal that has only one image as the basis of functioning. As already mentioned, the number of images in some human programs might exceed 100, and each natural image is first of all considered in terms of its natural analog. However, it makes sense to mention that the method of analysis of each image of a human program or a manipulation mode through natural analogues is not the only method of obtaining psychological descriptions of a certain person. The main method is work with ancient hieroglyphs, by which these images are recorded in the ancient Chinese monument Shanhai Jing, Catalogue of Mountains and Seas, which turned out to be the catalogue of human population. Hieroglyphics that are read using the technology of decryption, which was specially created by Andrey Davydov, the author of Scientific Discovery of the Catalogue of Human Population, gives by far more information about a program and manipulation modes of Homo sapiens than can be learned from all existing encyclopedias about nature. However, unfortunately, amateurs are strongly discouraged from attempts to independently decrypt hieroglyphics from Shanhai Jing, as this skill requires long-term learning and training under supervision of a specialist in the field of non-traditional psychoanalysis. Otherwise, attempts to decrypt hieroglyphs, by which human programs and manipulation modes are recorded in this ancient source, can lead to highly undesirable consequences, of which quite severe psychical and somatic illnesses can be regarded as the mildest.